Yeah, hi there. These comments are for FGH, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. And let's look at your situation. So you recently took a practice test, and you got a score of 96 with subtotals of 20 points in the reading, 28 points in the listening, 23 points in the speaking, and 25 points on the writing. The question is, do you think it's possible to achieve 100 or higher in 2 months? I am planning to take the TOEFL on February 10th. I need a study plan for these 2 months, and also would like to know what the price of your course is, or how much your course costs, is maybe how you could say that. Okay, to answer your question, yes. And I don't say yes a lot, but I think because you only need 4 points, it's hard to get 100, of course, but I think it's very possible for you to get this score in 2 months' time. Okay, how much is it going to cost you? You want to use my course for 2 months, right? So you're looking at about $90. My course is $45 for each month that you use it. And I'm going to recommend, I can do this. How about this? I'll send you a PayPal invoice for $90, and that will give you 2 months access to my course. But here's the key. I'm going to give you a study guide that will probably work for you. It's my 90-day TOEFL study guide, and your goal is to try to work on that during a 2-month, not 3-month period, and that will give you a lot of practice in a lot of different areas to help you improve, right? So your reading right now is a little bit lower, right? So let me talk about that for a minute. To help you with reading, there's 5 basic things you got to do, right? You really got to do these 5 things. Number 1, before you do anything right now, read 45 minutes a day, magazines, newspapers, and longer books every day. That's the first thing. Number 2, build your vocabulary. You can do that by learning the vocabulary in the first section of my online course, and that's specifically vocabulary lesson 3, 4, 5, and 6. Expand your vocabulary. That's number 2. Number 3, you can also do this directly at my website. You need to improve your reading speed to about 300 words per minute. That's going to help you during the reading, the speaking, and the writing sections of the TOEFL exam, because you will be able to read and get the information faster, and it'll take you less time. Obviously, that's going to give you more time to spend answering questions and less time reading. But that's 3. Increase your reading speed to 300 words per minute. Number 4, the 4th thing, become more familiar with reading question types and the strategies for answering them. You want to make sure you understand. You got main ideas, you got details, you have implied details, you have vocabulary questions, you have chart and schematic table questions, there's rhetorical questions, organizational questions, there's different kinds of questions during the reading section of the exam, and there's different strategies for answering those questions. So you want to become familiar with that. The last thing, number 5, take TOEFL level reading practice test. Now, I recommend a TOEFL book for this, where you can time yourself, right? So if you do those 5 things, you should be able to get, believe it or not, this is incredible, but if you do these 5 things over about a 6-week period, you can improve your reading score anywhere from 4 to 7 points. And guess what? That would exactly give you the points that you need to get better. Now, here's another tip. As you're doing the reading practice, you can jot down some notes, and you can practice speaking about that information that you've just read. And that also helps you with your speaking practice. You see what I'm saying? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you an invoice for $90, and I will also send you a link to my 3-month TOEFL course, so you actually have a good plan that you can start studying immediately. It will give you practice in all 7 sections of my course, and you can start doing some pronunciation, you can do some speaking, and even some writing practice if you want. I know your writing is good, but let's make it better. How about 28 on the writing? How about 29 on the writing? If your writing is already 25, if you do maybe 15 or 20 practice tests through my website and you get feedback from a teaching assistant or from me, that's going to help you improve a few points in that section also. What you want to do is get as many points in as many areas as you can, and then hopefully at the end of the 60 days you will be over 100. Because that is your goal. All right, Harold? So anyway, thank you very much for your comments. I hope, or for your email, and I hope that my comments have given you some good information to help you improve your TOEFL score.